there. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. Today we're on episode 15, and we're going to be in the book of Mark, chapter 1. And Mark, chapter 1, it cuts right to the chase. Mark is a man of few words, and this is the very beginning of Jesus' ministry. And he has just been baptized by John the Baptist. And so we're going to pick up in verse 12, and we're going to read 12 and the first part of verse 13. Immediately the Spirit impelled him, meaning Jesus, to go out into the wilderness. And he was in the wilderness 40 days, being tempted by Satan. And I read this and I think, I know I've had times when I felt like I was having what I would call a wilderness season, when I just feel like I'm alone, my spiritual life is dry, my heart is parched, and I just feel isolated by my life circumstances, or just a feeling. And I think sometimes God brings us to these seasons on purpose to draw us closer to Him, to force us to really go deeper with Him. And we see that Jesus was called to the wilderness by the Spirit. The Spirit impelled him to go and have this time alone with God. And so I don't think these are bad seasons, but we need to be careful, because I really believe it's in times of isolation that Satan comes and does his work in our hearts. And so we need to make sure that while Jesus was alone in the wilderness, that we don't allow ourselves to be alone in the wilderness. Call a friend. Is there one person that you could have come alongside you and just say, I need you to pray with me during this season or through this situation? Because I really think that when we isolate ourselves, when we withdraw from Christian community, when we stop sharing what's honestly going on in our lives, that Satan really has the opportunity to do a number on us. So I think for our protection, we need to not be alone in our wilderness times. Because quite frankly, none of us are Christ.